Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about fake air spray guns. Hi, my name's Josh. So today we're going to take a look at fake air spray guns or counterfeit air spray guns. And specifically we're going to be looking at this DeVilbiss GFG Pro. There's loads of fakes available at the moment covering most of the popular brands, but we're going to be focusing on this one. It was brought into us by a customer after it had been bought online somewhere else and it wasn't quite performing right, and they've kindly given us their permission to film it and use it in our video to try and help raise awareness and to show you guys what to look out for with counterfeit guns. This is something we come across a lot more often than we'd like, where customers are bringing in guns to us for service or for repair or spare parts, which they believe to be completely genuine, and we have to break the bad news to them that unfortunately they aren't. Recently we had a customer come in as she'd bought a genuine repair kit for her DeVilbiss Advanced HD gun, but she was still having some issues. So none of the seals fitted quite right and there was a huge air leak, and also the gun controls on the back of the gun weren't working quite as they should. So we took it into the workshop to work out what the issue was and to see what we could do. And that's when we realised that none of the seals fitted because it was in fact a fake gun. And to be fair, it was certainly the best copy I'd ever seen, and it took us a little while to work it out too. This was obviously really disappointing for the customer, as she was absolutely certain it was genuine and even showed us the purchase confirmation from when she bought it off eBay. Again, the listing did look genuine and it wasn't suspiciously cheap, as it was over £200. And unfortunately, because the gun wasn't genuine, we weren't able to source any parts, and for this particular customer they decided to cut their losses and buy a new gun, which ultimately cost her a lot more in the long run. So what should we look out for to avoid buying a fake or counterfeit gun? First of all, and the safest way, is to actually go to the manufacturer's website. So for this example, go to DeVilbiss and take a look at the tab that says where to buy. You can then fill in your location and what it is you're looking for, and your nearest distributor will come up. You can then call the number shown on the page so you can be sure you're speaking with the right people. What you'll find is on most manufacturer sites you'll find that we come up as High Tech Spray, as this is the name of our parent company, but don't worry, it's all the same people behind the scenes. The next thing to look out for to avoid buying a fake gun is, does it seem really cheap? Stick by the old saying of, if it seems too good to be true, it usually is. Higher quality air spray guns do command a higher price, so if it's £250 on one website and £60 on another, that should raise alarm bells. Another good rule of thumb would be to avoid sites where anyone can list the items. So after about 30 seconds of searching, I found a copy version of this gun here, which is the GTI Pro Light. It was on Wish for £72 plus £10 shipping. The real version of this gun is currently available on our website for £283 including the VAT with free shipping. Now, this isn't because we're greedy and we're trying to make an extra £200 profit on each gun. This is simply what the genuine guns cost. And as you can see on this particular listing, there are also massive inconsistencies in between the gun models. Most DeVilbiss guns will have the name DeVilbiss physically forged into the handle of the gun on both sides, apart from some models like the DV1, whereas a lot of the copy ones will have it laser etched or simply nothing at all. So as you can see on this listing, they can't quite make their mind up whether it's going to say DeVilbiss or not. So next up on the list of things to look out for when buying a new gun is, where does the gun actually come from? So the vast majority of DeVilbiss air spray guns are made in Bournemouth in the UK. They're actually manufactured there, and they've even got the postcode laser etched into the side of the gun. So if the gun you're looking at is coming from China, or it says it's made in China on the listing, or it's going to take 3 weeks to get to you, you can be reasonably sure that it is a fake. So what's the big issue with buying a fake gun? For me, there's a few different reasons. So we'll stick with DeVilbiss for this example. So to find a new gun that we're looking to buy, we go onto Google and we type in DeVilbiss air spray gun or DeVilbiss GTI gun, and we've typed that in because DeVilbiss is a name we can trust and a name we associate with quality, which is important to both us as the user and our customers, so we can be confident we're offering them a quality and consistent service. To me, getting what you pay for is also very important. To be fair, a lot of these guns do offer a significant saving over the real version, so you could argue you do get what you pay for. But for me, I'd rather buy a cheaper genuine gun from the likes of DeVilbiss, Graco, Iwata, who do have models under the £100 mark, and then that way you can at least be confident in what you've bought. This then brings me on to the after sales element. Most people work out that the gun is a fake when it comes to servicing, like the customer I mentioned earlier. So the gun stops working and you buy the correct kit for the gun you think you have. This then doesn't fit at all because the fake isn't made to the same exact dimensions or tolerances as the genuine gun. So now you're in a bit of a tricky situation and there's not much you can do, because it's going to be pretty hard to try and buy a repair kit or seals for a generic copy gun that's come from China, and also no reputable dealers are going to work on the gun or be able to offer you any sort of guarantee that it's going to work for any period of time. If you've already bought a gun that you maybe suspect could be fake, there are a few things you can check. Now, this is a lot easier if you can compare to a genuine gun, but firstly, is the DeVilbiss logo forged into both sides of the handle? Next up, we have the nozzle, which is the part behind the air cap. Genuine nozzles will have the part number written on it, which will also indicate the size, and the fake ones can be often left blank, or if they have got writing on it, it's always worth checking the spelling, because some of the fake ones do have the name spelt slightly differently, like DeVilbiss for example. A really easy difference to check is the coloured identifier ring we have on the air input here. So from DeVilbiss, they always come out of the factory with a red ring, whereas the one I have here is yellow. This can obviously be changed, but it's something to check for when it arrives, or if you know that you've never changed it. The box it came in is also something to look at. So when it's genuine, it would currently come in a box that looks like this, with a DeVilbiss sticker in the bottom corner that's sealed. And probably the most important factor is the quality of the finish. So with the DeVilbiss gun, you know what you're getting, whereas with a gun from China, you could be getting a good spray finish, or it could just be unusable. I think one other way to check is all high-end spray guns, regardless of their manufacturer, are quality engineered tools. And if you're used to using them, you'll just feel when something doesn't feel quite right. It can just be if it doesn't fit quite right in your hand, or if the threads on the adjusters feel a little bit rough. Now, it's pretty hard to put across in a video the difference between two guns and the differences in how they feel. So I did a little experiment and went around the office and gave the two guns to everyone with their eyes shut, just to see if they could tell me which gun was the real gun and which one was the copy one. And pleased to say, every single person could tell me which one was the real higher quality gun and which one was the fake, even those who have worked in the stores and have never actually used one before. So to summarise, if you're looking at buying a branded spray gun and want to spend a bit of money on a quality tool, make sure you trust where you're buying it from. As always, we're here to help if you wanted to discuss. Just give us a call on the number below and we can talk you through the options. We're a distributor for most of the major air spray manufacturers, so DeVilbiss, SATA, Iwata, Graco, 3M and a few others. If you don't see what you're looking for on our website, just get in contact and we'll do our best to help. Well, I hope this video has been useful, and I'll put links in the description below to our range of air spray guns, so if you wanted to find out a bit more, you can check them out there. If you've liked the video and found it helpful, then please hit the thumbs up icon, and if you wanted to find out a bit more and get access to exclusive offers, then please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you could hit the notification bell so you get a notification when we upload a new video, that way you aren't going to miss out on any new offers or content. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.